Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we're diving into a truly magical tale that is going to warm your hearts and remind you that every little wobble can lead to something wonderful. Get ready to meet Pippin, a fairy with a unique flair, and discover the enchantment of floating lanterns in a vibrant village nestled between rolling hills and sparkling rivers. It's a magical place where every leaf seems to whisper secrets. In this charming spot lived a little fairy named Pippin. But Pippin wasn't your typical fairy, oh no. She was a bundle of joy, twirling and spinning everywhere. Sometimes she'd bounce off a tree, giggling all the way. She was pure happiness, a tiny whirlwind of energy. Now, this village had a truly special tradition, the Festival of Floating Lanterns. Can you imagine? It was the most magical night of the year. The whole village would buzz with excitement as everyone prepared their lanterns. These weren't just any lanterns. They were luminous little dreams, each one glowing with a warm, golden light, ready to carry wishes and hopes up into the vast, beautiful sky. Every single fairy had their own special lantern, lovingly crafted and waiting for its moment to shine. Pippin, with her usual bouncy enthusiasm, had her lantern ready too. She carefully held it, her heart thumping with anticipation. This was it, the moment to light her wish. She focused all her fairy energy, hoping for the brightest glow. But then, to her dismay, as she tried to light her lantern, the tiny flame flickered hesitantly, danced a wobbly dance, and then, with a puff, it went out completely. Just like that. "Oh no!" she squeaked, her voice a tiny whisper of panic. "I can't ruin the festival. My lantern needs to shine." A wave of worry washed over her, something a little unfamiliar for our usually carefree Pippin. Her golden light, her special wish, seemed to be just out of reach. What was she going to do? The festival was about to begin. Just as she was starting to feel a tiny bit down, whoosh! A blur of iridescent wings zipped right beside her ear. It was Tico, her best friend, a tiny hummingbird with feathers that shimmered like jewels. Tico was always full of energy and even more full of good advice. "Don't worry, Pippin," Tico chirped, his voice a flurry of tiny beats. "Maybe you just need a little extra magic." He hovered there, his bright eyes twinkling, trying to boost Pippin's spirits. Pippin, encouraged by Tico's unwavering optimism, decided to give it another shot. She closed her eyes, took a deep breath, and tried again. She wished with all her might for the flame to stay. But alas, the flame was stubborn. It swayed wildly, as if doing its own little dance, and then, poof, it extinguished itself once more, leaving her lantern dark. Pippin sighed. This was tougher than she thought. But Pippin wasn't one to give up easily, especially when it came to something as important as the Festival of Floating Lanterns. She was determined. A spark of an idea ignited in her mind, brighter than any flame her lantern could manage. She remembered the legends whispered among the older fairies' tales of the legendary glowstone. It was said to be hidden deep within the Whispering Woods, a mysterious place where ancient trees stood tall and secrets slumbered. The glowstone was known to possess an incredible power, to give lanterns a steady, unwavering, truly magnificent light. "That's it!" she exclaimed, a renewed sense of purpose bubbling up inside her. "I'm going to find the legendary glowstone." And so, Pippin embarked on her grand adventure. The Whispering Woods lived up to its name. Every breeze rustled through the leaves like a hushed secret, and the shadows played hide and seek among the ancient trees. But Pippin wasn't scared. She was too excited. Her journey was a tapestry woven with delightful surprises at every turn. She crossed a sparkling stream, where the water was so clear you could see the pebbles on the bottom, and tiny fish darted past, their scales glimmering like precious gems in the sunlight. She tiptoed past a patch of giggling mushrooms, yes, giggling. They swayed and chuckled softly, their caps wiggling, tickling Pippin's tiny feet as she passed. She couldn't help but laugh along with them. Pippin, being Pippin, twirled and spun her way through the woods, her usual cheerful movements never faltering. Sometimes, her enthusiastic twirls would lead her to get hilariously tangled in hanging vines, like a tiny ball of yarn caught in a bush. But instead of getting frustrated, she'd simply burst into peals of laughter every single time she managed to free herself, untangling her wings with a playful shake. The woods echoed with her joyful sounds, making even the oldest trees seem to smile. Every step of her journey, every little challenge, was met with her indomitable spirit and a cheerful heart. She was on a mission, and nothing, not even a tricky vine, could dampen her spirits. Deeper and deeper into the enchanting woods she ventured, past ancient oaks and moss-covered stones, until finally, she stumbled upon it. On a mossy hill, the legendary glowstone glimmered with magic. But wait! There was Sloobert, the super slow snail, curled up and snoozing right next to it, blending in with the moss. How cute is that? Pippin, usually a bundle of energy, tiptoed over, not wanting to wake the snoozing guardian. Sloobert cracked one eye open and mumbled, "Who's messing with my glowstone?" His voice was sleepy but wise. Pippin, gathering her courage, explained her predicament. "I just need it to light my lantern for the festival," she pleaded, her voice earnest and hopeful. She told him about her flickering flame, her wish to shine bright, and the importance of her dream being carried into the sky. Sloobert yawned, a long, slow, dramatic yawn that seemed to stretch for an eternity. He looked at Pippin, really looked at her, noting her bright eyes, her tangled wings from her playful tumbles, and the determined, yet joyful, expression on her face. "A brave fairy," he finally murmured, "who laughs even when she falls. One who finds joy in every stumble. Take it, little one. You deserve it." He slowly, almost imperceptibly, shifted his ancient shell, revealing the full glory of the glowstone. Sloobert, the guardian of patience and wisdom, recognized true spirit when he saw it. With Sloobert's blessing and a heart full of gratitude, Pippin carefully, yet quickly, grabbed the legendary glowstone. It felt warm and vibrant in her tiny hands, pulsating with a gentle power. No time to waste. The festival was already beginning back in the village. She didn't twirl or spin on her way back. This time, she raced. Faster than she had ever flown before, she zoomed through the whispering woods, through the sparkling stream, past the now quiet giggling mushrooms, her eyes fixed on the lights of her home. She burst back into the village, just as the first few lanterns were gracefully ascending into the twilight sky. With the glowstone's magic coursing through her, she touched it to her lantern. And just like that, her lantern didn't just flicker. It erupted into a brilliant, steady, magnificent glow, brighter than any other. A radiant golden light streamed from it, illuminating her excited face. With a whoop of joy, Pippin released her lantern into the night sky. It didn't waver. It rose majestically, carrying her heartfelt wish, a wish born from her unique journey, to always keep laughing, to always find joy, no matter what challenges came her way. The villagers, who had been watching with smiles as their own lanterns floated up, erupted into cheers when they saw Pippin's lantern. It was truly the brightest star among them all, and even Pippin's usual twirling bumps and playful stumbles, which might have seemed a little clumsy before, now looked utterly graceful as she danced among the glowing lanterns. That night, the sky was a breathtaking canvas, sparkling with hundreds upon hundreds of lights, each one a dream, a hope, a wish. But truly, the brightest, the most vibrant, the one that caught everyone's eye, was Pippin's. It was a beautiful reminder to everyone in the village that joy, laughter, and above all, the courage to be uniquely yourself, truly make magic shine the brightest. What a wonderful night for Pippin and for everyone. And that's the amazing story of Pippin and the floating lanterns. Isn't it wonderful how Pippin's journey, full of unique twists and turns, led her to shine the brightest? It just goes to show that embracing your unique self and finding joy in every moment can create the most incredible magic. Loved Pippin's adventure? Give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more magical stories and good vibes. Thanks for watching, and keep shining your unique light. Catch you next time.